London tonight.
David Gilmour was the lead guitarist and a crucial part of one of the 70s most famous and successful bands, Pink Floyd. He has just released a DVD of a stunning performance at the Royal Albert Hall.
Not biased at all, though.
Impartiality, au revoir.
Well, he did come in earlier to tell us all about the concert that was described as a near-perfect gig. And I started by asking how it felt to be perfect at the time.
It felt pretty close, yes. We'd been touring right around Europe and the States for a little while running up to there, and there were a few that were pretty good. But the Albert Hall is a wonderful place and has a great sort of sense of occasion to it. Whenever I go there as in the audience, I always think it's, you know, you have a frisson of excitement as you go in there. It was a great gig, yeah.
You also brought along with you some chums, some very important and special chums. We're going to play you a little clip of a bit of that and then get your reaction to it.
Okay.
I will keep you going to the show. Come on, it's time to go. There is no pain you are receiving. The distant ship smoke on the horizon.
A, it's my favourite track. B, I like him as well. But for you, a treat and an old mate?
Not someone I know that well, actually. I've met him a few times before. He's come to a couple of concerts of ours in the past. Very graciously agreed to come and take Roger's part on Comfortably Numb that night at the Albert Hall, and on condition that he got to sing Arnold Lane as well, which we were very happy to allow him to do.
Why did he particularly want to do Arnold Lane?
I didn't ask him that, but he's a big Syd Barrett fan from our early years, and he actually covered another song of ours, See Emily Play, on his Pin-Ups album years ago. So.
Alison was talking about that being his favourite. There were some real classics there. When you are planning a gig, how do you balance it with the classics, but then with some of the new stuff? You've had some really highly acclaimed solo stuff out as well. So how do you balance that with what you want to do?
It's being a solo artist, as this is, one feels a little bit liberated and can step outside of the confines of what I might have chosen if it was a Pink Floyd show. So slightly differently. But I did the whole of the new album in the first half, which is something we often did in the older Pink Floyd days. Yeah. And then chose some old favourites, some newer favourites, some Syd Barrett songs from the very early Pink Floyd. There's a couple of Syd Barrett solo songs as well, and a couple of.
What do you get then from the audience to the different sections of the gig?
Again, one of the sort of benefits of just going out there on my own as a solo artist is that they are going to accept anything that I do. I think they take my judgment on it. They all seem very happy with the choices. We changed it around every night a little bit, you know, and there are several other tracks that aren't in the main 2.5-hour concert that are on the extras.
You said a moment ago that the Royal Albert Hall is a very special venue, a very special event, Live 8, which we all loved as well and watched there. And again, you quite rightly chose Comfortably Numb as being one of the tracks there. It was the classic lineup, everybody was there. And you said recently, Tamsin found this, I think enough's enough, I'm 60 years old, I don't have the will to work as much anymore. Pink Floyd was an important part of my life, I've had a wonderful time, but it's over. How big is that full stop? My sort of joy in doing this is now resides in the thing that I am doing with the people I'm working with. I find they're great people, they're really nice, they're really good musicians, and I've had the greatest of times with Pink Floyd. I couldn't have wanted a better time and a better career, but now I'm looking forward, and that seems to me to be rather looking back behind me, and I've done that. With the best will in the world, I want to move in that direction. Absolutely. Well, it was a terrific concert on TV. I saw it the other evening, and the DVD is sensation as well. David Gilmour, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Excellent, David Gilmour. Equally excellent, Robin, with the weather.